Bloody Love, a horror story of the undead. Once upon a time, in a small town nestled in the heart of the countryside, there lived a young woman named Emily. She had always been fascinated by the macabre and the supernatural, and spent much of her time reading books about ghosts, monsters, and other eerie creatures. One day, while wandering through the woods near her home, Emily stumbled upon an old, abandoned cemetery. Intrigued, she decided to explore the crumbling headstones and mossy tombs. As she delved deeper into the cemetery, she couldn't help but feel a sense of unease creeping over her. Suddenly, she heard a noise coming from one of the tombs. She cautiously approached the tomb and peered inside, only to find a man lying there, his eyes closed and his skin as pale as death. Emily's heart began to race as she realized that the man was not just asleep, but dead. But then, to her horror, the man's eyes slowly opened and he sat up. He looked at Emily with a hunger in his eyes, and she knew that he was no ordinary corpse. This was a zombie, and it had risen from the dead. Emily tried to run, but the zombie was too fast. It grabbed her by the arm and pulled her close. Its cold, dead breath washed over her face as it whispered, "I've been waiting for you, my love." Terrified, Emily struggled against the zombie's grip, but it was too strong. She could feel its cold, clammy fingers digging into her skin as it dragged her deeper into the cemetery. As they walked, the zombies began to speak. "I've been dead for so long," it said, "but I've never forgotten you. You're the reason I came back to life. I need you, Emily. I need your blood to sustain me." Emily tried to scream, but no sound would come out. She was trapped in a nightmare, and she knew that there was no escape. The zombies led her to a crypt deep in the heart of the cemetery. It pushed her inside and locked the door behind them. Emily was trapped, alone with the undead monster that claimed to love her. For hours, days, Emily was held captive in the crypt. The zombies came to her regularly, drinking her blood and whispering sweet nothings in her ear. And as the days passed, Emily began to realize that she was falling in love with the zombies too. She knew it was wrong, that it was sick and twisted, but she couldn't help it. The zombies was all she had, and she couldn't bear the thought of being without it. But then, one day, a group of survivors stumbled upon the cemetery. They had heard rumors of a zombie terrorizing the town and had come to put an end to it. They found Emily trapped in the crypt and, after a fierce battle, they were able to kill the zombies. Emily was freed, but she was forever changed by her experience. She couldn't forget the zombies and the love she had felt for it. She spent the rest of her days wandering the countryside, searching for a way to bring the zombies back to life so that they could be together again. But the zombies never returned, and Emily was left alone with her bloody love, a love that would haunt her forever.